Alright, hey yo, what is going on you guys? It's Toby here from Gamer's Take, and today we're going to be talking about Ant-Man. Ant-Man, It's not the Ant-Man theme song, at least I don't think so. Anyways, yes, I do realize that, I do realize that this movie review is really late. It's been out for a week already. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. But I did plan to see this movie literally the day after it came out, but I had to go on vacation, so I was gone for like the whole weekend, and the rest of the week I put up some videos for you guys to watch, and I hope you guys did enjoy those two videos. But better late than never. So here we go. Alright, so the movie is starring Paul Rudd and pretty much Michael Douglas. If you guys don't know who Michael Douglas is, he was pretty much the original Ant-Man, and he's now kind of mentoring the new Ant-Man, which is Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd, he plays a guy named Scott, who is kind of this ex-con who breaks into this place and then obviously gets sent to jail. And 3 years later, he finally gets out, and he tries to come back to society. Obviously, that doesn't work out. If you guys don't know, cons or ex-cons don't necessarily get good jobs, or they very rare that they do. But anyways, Michael Douglas then has been kind of keeping his eye on Paul Rudd, or Scott, pretty much from the beginning of the movie. And he then hires him to break in to this facility, kind of using his skills to do good, pretty much. Anyways, so then Paul Rudd gets the Ant-Man suit pretty much by stealing it from Michael Douglas. But anyways, that was all part of the plan. At least Michael Douglas says so. Anyways, so pretty much at the beginning of the movie and pretty much the middle of it is Paul Rudd trying to learn how to use the Ant-Man suit and trying to control the ants. So many ants is ridiculous. Let's talk about the story of the whole movie. The story was actually very good. The plot of it was amazing. It's a little bit of a cheat sheet. What I mean is that they're stealing a little bit from the first Iron Man movie, where amazing scientist Dr. Hank, who is played by Michael Douglas, creates awesome suit, and then evil corporation then wants to make a duplicate of said suit, and now both suits kind of have to clash it out, see who wins. That's pretty much what the majority of the movie is. Well, at least the whole premise of it is. With that, even though it's just like that, it's still a very good movie, because, on one side you have Ant-Man, and then the other side you got the Yellow Jacket. And I gotta say, the Yellow Jacket is actually a very cool villain for Ant-Man to face. Let's talk about a little bit now. Since this is a Marvel movie, they're kind of jabbing hints here and there that, obviously this is a Marvel movie, it's in the Marvel universe. They kind of drop hints of, the Avengers, and they talk about how they level the whole city into the ground. They talk about, Tony Stark. Well, not Tony Stark. Tony Stark's father, they specifically talk about in the movie. As well as, there is a part in the middle of the movie where there's this awesome fight scene between Paul Rudd and an Avenger. I'll leave it at that. It's an Avenger. I'm not gonna say who it is. I don't want to totally spoil the movie for you guys. I'll probably put a little spoiler warning down here for you guys. But anyways, let's talk about some fight scenes. The majority of the movie, it's not a whole lot of fighting. It's pretty much the middle where there's a little fight scene, and it's pretty much the ending of the movie where it's all the actions finally taking place, which respectively is actually is a pretty good idea. You don't want to completely shadow the movie with just a bunch of action. And now let's talk about the CGI. A lot of people don't talk about the CGI, but I'm going to talk about it in this movie. It is a Marvel movie, so it's pretty much a high budget film, and the CGI was really good. It was done very well. The whole shrinking and explosions going on, it was fantastic. The ants looked freaking amazing. There was one hiccup where they kind of messed up with CGI. I'm not gonna say what part it is, but it kind of really made my eyes cross when I saw it. It was hard to keep my eyes on the screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys have seen this this one part, it's not a whole lot. It's probably maybe like 20 seconds long, but it's like a really bad 20 seconds. It was bad CGI right there. So let's talk about the movie in general. I thought Paul Rudd played his character very good, and it's something you got to expect from Paul Rudd. He obviously gives it his all playing his character, and obviously Michael Douglas did a fantastic job. I would not be surprised if Michael Douglas was like the highest paid actor in this whole movie. And obviously this movie is kind of like an emotional roller coaster, but it's done in a very good way. It has everything you possibly want. It's got good action, it's got a great story, it has comedy to relieve some of a little bit of the feels that's in this movie, and you know, just overall a fantastic movie. So finally, let's kind of give this movie a rating. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give it a 4. The reason I'm not giving it a 5 is obviously because the CGI was in that one scene was pretty bad. But it's not just that. They're in the, how the hell do I put this? Pretty much the beginning and the middle of this movie is just a lot of explaining of what the suit is capable of and what it can do. And the reason why I have a 1 point off is because in the beginning and in the middle of this movie, when they're trying to explain everything, it's kind of like chopped and it's kind of chopped up, and it's kind of I don't know, off-putting, I guess. It's something you wouldn't notice, but if you're really paying attention, it's kind of oddly placed, and it's really choppy. But other than that, this movie is fantastic. If you guys have not seen it, it's been out for a week. By all means, go see it. It's a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it, and that brings us all to the end of this video. So if you thought this video was awesome, if you liked it, by all means, hit that like button down there. Helps us a lot. Tells us that you like what we're doing here at Gamersteak. As well as if you thought this video completely sucked, there's a dislike button down there or over here. Do with it what you wish, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Whew, Ant-Man. Actually, better than what I thought it was going to be. Way better.